lines, I'm watching, I'm calling the shots. Scanning these charts where the bottom lies. Waiting for sellers to run out of tries. Discipline's the key, don't FOMO in. Stick to the plan and let the gains begin. Buy the bottom, sell the top. Riding waves, we never stop. Stop loss tight, take profit high. Smart money moves, let the rookies play. MACD's crossing, I take my chance. Risk is managed, I let it dance. If it breaks below, I cut it clean. No room for hope, I trade like a machine. Bear market blues, I'm stacking cheap. Great companies, I play for keeps. When fear takes hold, I press my bed. History shows we ain't done yet. Trading's a game, don't play like a fool. Stick to the range and follow the rules. Patience and knowledge, the lessons are clear. Swing in these trades, year after year.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, my mic was not on, was not connected this time for some reason. I might have disconnected it by accident. Okay. Yeah, the markets are coming down, so nothing but this is opportunity. This is opportunity. People always. It's always the same meme. It's always the same meme. Oh no, everything's coming down. It's over. People don't like people don't like seeing red in the markets. It's crazy. We're gonna have these. These are normal. This is normal. This is expected. Okay, so BBAI, I'm expecting BBAI to come down to the purple line. If it doesn't hold here at 630s, purple. I'm not buying this one. This one's riskier. It's not SoFi. It's not established in terms of revenues and memberships and all that. So this is too risky to be buying. You know, any significant amount, especially where it's at right now. So if it doesn't hold 630s, we go to the purple line. Is really what I'm saying. And the purple line is at 580. So low 580 to $6 is what we would expect. So that's what I'm watching for at BBAI. Yeah. Yeah, every time it's the same. It's that one meme. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, yes, a dip. We've been wanting this," and then no one actually wants to buy it. like, like, wait a minute. It's a bull run. That doesn't mean we don't have red days. We're gonna have plenty. I mean, look at this. Red day, red day, red day. Like we're gonna have plenty of red days. It's funny to me that it's like this. It's the same cycle every time, and somehow people don't get it. Bitcoin, no, not Bitcoin. NVTS. I am interested in NVTS. Is it at $10? No, it's not yet, but it should. I feel. Where's Awesome Agron? He must be so happy that he did take the loss. Although he should never have bought up there. He bought like up here somewhere on this red candle, like right here. Because he thought, oh my God, it's gonna go to the moon. Let me buy here, and yeah. So he's got to be happy that he got out. Sleep day, I think. Maybe. We'll see if buyers show up later. If we sell off, then we should see buyers show up like after, at around lunchtime, I would expect. So we'll see. So this is why I split my buys. Like I bought SoFi 1,000 shares, right? And then it pumped like $1 after earnings, and I took the profit. But I figured this would happen, so I was like, okay, I'll buy 250 shares, then another 250, and I'm still waiting to buy the other 500 shares because I figured this would happen. Like it's just like I'm not gonna lump sum 1,000. I'll split the buys between in fourths. That's just a smart thing to do. If you're still bullish but don't want to try and time anything, you know there's gonna be some kind of pullback. You don't want to time it 250 here, 250 here, 250 here, another 250 shares here, boom, and that way your average is fine. So just in case you guys were wondering about that, SoFi should definitely be it's. I'm telling you right now, just like when I said Nvidia is going to go to 200, SoFi is going to go to 40, then 50. But those are the targets. It's going to go there. It doesn't matter if there's a lot of red along the way. It's going to go there. So that's all I got to say. It's funny. Every time we get like a bloody market, people are just like, oh no. Like people have short-term memory. Like remember like 2 days ago, everything was like booming, right? Nvidia was running huge. Everything was just pumping. Everyone was like, oh my God, woo. And then like one red day, oh God, it's over. That to me is just funny. Like, come on. It's just funny like how that works. So yeah, BBAI, let's see what happens with that one. I needed to, if it closes green today, that'd be great. Right here, closes green at this support right here, that'd be fantastic. That would be, I would buy some if that happens. If not, I'm gonna wait for the purple line at that point. NVTS should start finding support around here. We'll see if it does. But if not, let it come down. Let it come down. Sorry, I missed the chat. Is NVTS a buy? Not yet, but we're waiting to see if it finds support here. You don't want to buy here, and then it keeps going down. So let's just wait and see if buyers show up. I hear you reference the purple line. I know you use a weighted moving average, but what time frame are you using to enter a position? The same time frame, daily. Like if it touches purple, if the stock touches the purple line, I just buy it. That's it. There's no, I don't go to a smaller time frame to time it. There's no need to time it. There's no need to time it. You're already buying a massive, what, 36% discount from highs. That's the theory. You're buying at, massive discount from highs. So you don't got to time anything here. Now, if you're going to be buying up here near a top or what could be a top, then yeah, you need to time it. You need to go on the smaller time frame and time it because you want to have the best entry and best stop loss possible. Because you want to lose this little, you want to protect this. Yeah, you want to protect your capital as much as possible if you're buying up here when it's way overextended. But yeah, the theory is if it's at the purple line, it's a buy because you're getting a massive discount, so you don't have to time it. No reason to try and time it. You buy here at the purple line, it ran huge. Buy at the purple line, a second opportunity here. So that's really kind of, well, that's all it is. We're just waiting for that purple line. It would be actually kind of what I'm expecting is earnings causes it to drop to the purple line. And then it's nothing more than opportunity. People get scared, short-term memory, right? That remember when it dropped on earnings here? Look at that. Look at that drop here. Short-term memory, right? Oh no, it's over. BBI is garbage. It's over. Earnings. Oh no. And then boom, right? So that's just all it is. It's just, I guess I call it really is just fear and greed, short-term memory. Oh no, Robinhood is going down. It's over. Oh no. And then it's going to go to 180 and people are going to be like, oh my God. It's ridiculous. I don't understand people who like, they see red and they get scared. I'm like, huh? Like, this is when you get excited. Is purple line 50 or 200? It's 200. It's 200. It's not 50. What am I looking at the Discord for? Yeah, I'm just sitting on hands waiting. Let me see. Let's just start from the top of the list here. Mags is red, so the Magnificent Seven are red. Oh yeah, Meta tanked. Meta tanked on earnings. It beat earnings, but it tanked. What the hell? That's crazy. That's crazy that it tanked despite having good earnings. Yeah, buyers are showing up. I don't know what the problem is. It's a bull run. That's gonna happen. We're gonna sell off, and then buyers show up, and we go higher. Oh no! Like, I don't understand. I'll never understand humans being like. It's just how do you not know how the market works? It goes up and down. But if you're in a bull run, it's gonna go up more than it goes down. That's that simple. APLD, we bought some here, so this should break out to 40. and we can flip it for $250 on the 50 shares we bought. Again, maybe people don't think the way I do. Maybe people don't view the markets the way I do. Maybe they view the markets very traditionally, right? Like, oh, I buy here, set stop loss here. If you're that technical, like if you're gonna buy and immediately set a stop loss somewhere, you're gonna get stopped out. You're gonna get destroyed in my Discord, because that's not gonna work. The whole how I view APOD, I view it as the king of this sector. Well, if we know Nvidia is the king of its sector, semiconductors, and I've shown you this already multiple times, it just keeps going up. You can buy the top every time, and then you still can be profitable. Because I know that for a fact, because I've done it myself, and Seb Luke, he's done it. Then why would you be afraid to buy the king of AI infrastructure? It should just continue to go up higher. It'll rarely it's rarely going to come down to that purple line. Why? Because this is the king. Kings don't come to their purple line often. I get this is a lesson right here. I didn't even mean to make a lesson, so write that down. The kings rarely come down to the purple line because they have so much strength behind them. Palantir, when's the last time it was at the purple line? April 2nd of this year. So what? Man, that's been a long time. May, June, July, August, September. Wow. That's a lot. 6 months since it last touched the purple line. And when it does touch it, immediately just bounces off of it. That's where you make a lot of money on calls. That's where you load up crazy on calls when it comes to that purple line. NVIDIA, same thing, right? It's the king of semiconductors. It has not been at the purple line since May. So weaker stocks will come down to their purple line. Meta is it's by all intents and purposes it's under the purple line. So I might buy calls here. It's literally under the purple line. This is like loaded the boat on the reversal for this one. But yeah, it's like this one comes to the purple line a lot more often. Why? Because it's not really the king of anything. It doesn't have the strength that Nvidia has, that Palantir has, that APLD has. So that's my perception, right? Like if I'm trading, I'll make a watch list of kings of their sectors, and of course it's just my opinion. You can throw it out the window if you want. But if I'm buying what I consider a king of its sector, and I know it just keeps going up higher, rarely comes to the purple line, I know that if I buy the top, it comes back up for me anyways. What the hell is the problem? Any red is just opportunity. Any green is just easy money at that point. So this is going to be good for swing trading, day trading, and long. This is just like, I don't see how people don't see this as the king of AI infrastructure. Like there's no other. Anytime we talk about AI infrastructure, anytime we get news on AI infrastructure, it's always APLD. So and it's got all these contracts anyways, leases, etc. So yeah, that's just, I wanted to go over that. If I buy a stock and don't set a stop loss, it's probably because I'm trading a king of its sector, at least what I perceive to be a king of its sector, and that's all there is to it. Why would I set a stop? That would be foolish. I would just be losing money, all because I'm not willing to wait and be patient and let it come back up for me if it does go down. Like, huh? Yeah, that's all I gotta say with regards to that. Because someone did ask me, like, hey, why don't you set a stop loss like when you bought APLD? And I'm like, why would I? That's silly. I just lose money unnecessarily. I mean, my whole strategy with trading the kings of their sectors relies on it. It relies on it going up and down a lot, so I can buy the dip or chase the top, and then it comes back up for me anyways real fast. It's just so many people. I think they read those books that tell you you're supposed to buy here and set a stop loss here. But that's technically what you're supposed to do. That's the professional thing to do. Yes, you're supposed to buy, set a stop loss. Yes. But you, just like a chef, when you're learning for the first time, you got all these ingredients. You might not know what the hell, what combination makes what flavor profile. But after enough experience, like, oh, this does this does that. This combination does this to the dish, the salmon, whatever you're cooking. Like, it's just, once you have enough experience, you can, as people like to say, you can break the rules, right? Like, oh, I have enough experience, I can break the rules now. Now, yeah, like, technically, yes, the professional thing to do is to buy and set a stop loss. But remember, once you're good enough at this, you can break the rules. Just like anything, you can break the rules. You can be taught how to make a cake. Once you know how to make it, from doing it over and over again, you can break the rules and be like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna maybe more flour, less of this, and a little bit of this, whatever, to change the how it comes out. Whether you're using egg whites or what, butter and margarine or whatever, I don't even remember. But you get the point. That you can start experimenting once you know what the hell you're actually doing. Well, you can actually start branching off and doing. You can break the rules. That's the point. But you got to have my mindset though, right? Like you got to be willing to look at APLD, Palantir, and what's the other one? NVDA as the kings of their sectors. And if you view it that way, then you're never scared. You're never concerned. You're like, oh, it's going down, cool, awesome, opportunity. That's all it is. I don't know if people have that mindset though, but that's kind of how I would describe it. These are the kings of their sector. What the hell am I afraid of? Cool, come on down cheaper. Please go into a bear market and send APLD, NVIDIA, and Palantir to the purple line. Please. It already happened this year, and we made a lot of money off of it. This is my worst October. This is my worst month ever. I'm only up $300 for the month because I was being an idiot, but we'll go over that in another video. But yeah, like this year has been, any bear market is just a moneymaker. Let's go down the list here. But there you go. Write that down. If you're trading the king of a sector, be it semiconductors or whatever, Palantir, whatever the hell that does, and APLD AI infrastructure, if you're trading a king, Seblu discovered this recently. Wow, you just keep making money. Yeah, you have to hold through some red sometimes for weeks, but who cares? It just keeps going up. It's going to come back up for you. You're going to make your 10%. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. SCHD finding support under the purple line. Wait. It's under the purple line. This has not been following the market. It's been going down. Meanwhile, the market's going up. So I'm not trading this one anymore. Something just seems really off. I don't know why it's behaving like this. So that's why I have not been buying SCHD or SPID for that matter. HIMS is under the purple line, but I don't, it's a buy. If you like HIMS, it's a buy. This is every time it comes. Look at this. This comes down to the purple line so often because it doesn't have that the strength that the kings have, right? I wouldn't call, I don't know if HIMS is the king of healthcare. I don't know if I'd call it that. It doesn't have the price action for that to call it that. It doesn't meet the requirements, right? Like a king does not come down to its purple line this often. This keeps coming down to it. And it's, in fact, this year alone has come down to the purple line 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. Every time it's a buy opportunity, I'll tell you that much. But it's a healthcare stock, so it doesn't mind. I don't care for it. But it's at support. It's under the purple line and loves to have these pumps. I mean, you do what you will with that information. I would not blame you for buying calls here, for buying leaps. I would not blame you for buying shares. There's like 34% to be made on this on the way back up if it's just going to trade within this range. If it's just going to keep following this pattern. But I don't. I have a rule: no healthcare, no thank you. It's not a king either, right? It's not a king. Don't come back down to this purple line like this. So hopefully you guys are starting to understand my mindset, how I view things. That's why I just came up with this right now, the whole kings of their sectors, because I was like, how do I explain how I view things? How do I explain why I don't set a stop loss for Palantir or NVIDIA or SoFi or what's the other one? I already forgot. APLD. Like why? How do I explain that? I think that's the best way to explain it. This is not a king. It does not meet the requirements to call it the king of healthcare. It comes down to the purple line a little too much. If it had any strength, this thing would only touch it once and just keep going up and never touch it until we get like a massive sell-off. But that's not what's happening. But if you like this stock, man, all more power to you. Buy your calls, because that's where you would do it. But I got a rule: no healthcare for me. Whereas purple line for NVTS probably like $9. It's nowhere near it. Honestly, I don't think NVTS should not come down to its purple line. It should find support very soon between 10 and 12.50. So, if NVTS is gonna, if it's gonna behave like a good company, like a good stock, it shouldn't come down to the purple line. It should actually come back up higher. So there you go. Hopefully that anyone, Galena or anyone who's writing everything I talk about down, there you go. If you're trading a king, you don't need to set a stop loss. That's the secret sauce. If you're trading a shitty stock, like a $5 stock, and it's, doesn't have the revenues, doesn't have the, like Rich Tech Robotics, if you're trading something like that, you gotta set a stop loss. You don't want to be holding no bag on that all the way down. It doesn't. It's no king. It's no king. It's not an Nvidia. It doesn't have the revenues like SoFi. It doesn't have the growing. It doesn't have anything. It's still speculative, but I still believe in it. But not. No, I'm not gonna hold a bag though. It's just silly. Because I don't know if it's gonna come back up for me. It doesn't have that history. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm not gonna gamble on that. I'd rather buy something that I know for a fact for decades now always comes back up. So Netflix, let's see if we get a reversal here. Netflix is having 3 green days in a row. So this is a key support level right here. So that's, again, I think the sell-off here is nothing more than opportunity. I'm just waiting again for the reversal. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's under the purple line. Every time it comes under the purple line, it's nothing more than opportunity. I don't know if I'd call it the king, but maybe. I think I could. I mean, this only dropped to the purple line because of the news. So, yeah, I would call it a king, the king of entertainment. So you can just buy and not set a stop loss. I still hold some shares, but like at 1,200 or something, I'm not concerned. It always goes up on the yearly time frame. It just keeps going up. I don't know why it behaves. It's performing like a semiconductor, despite not being a semiconductor. I guess people really do need to be entertained, right? So waiting for the reversal on that one. Just because it's under the purple line doesn't mean you automatically buy, unless it's a king. But this did drop on news, so let's see how low this is gonna go. So we gotta kind of just wait. It'll find support somewhere, but technically, yes, you can just buy here. It doesn't matter. I mean, here it touched it and immediately bounced. Right? Isn't that funny? Touched it and immediately moved like 8%. So imagine when you buy down here, nice and cheap. You're gonna make a lot of money. Just back to the purple line is what, 7%? Above it, 13%. And for all intents and purposes, Netflix is in a bear market. Anytime Netflix has been in a bear market, it's been nothing but huge opportunity. Like here's this bear market that sent it from 700 to 162. Oh no, it's over. It's the end of the world. That's at 162. Dropped from 700 to 162. Oh no, it's the end of the world. Oh, 162 in the bull market. It went to 1341. So make what you will of that. Don't don't ignore the noise. This will bounce again. I'm not concerned about the king of entertainment is what I would call it. What else? But I'm trying to time it closer to the bottom, wherever that's going to be. I'm trying to time the reversal on that. What is this? Vu, Spy, Palantir. Yeah, Palantir should touch 200. Maybe not today. Maybe today we get consolidation, but. Yeah, Palantir to 200, then 210. We should. That's just gonna be. It's just gonna follow Nvidia. So yeah. Let me go down the list again. Netflix, we already talked about that. ASTS. This is another one where I don't know if it's the king of what it does, but man, oh man. It comes to this purple line, nobody wants it, then pumps huge, right? I have to do my due diligence on this because I've seen it. I've just watched it go, and I'm like, I really should do my due diligence because this thing just loves to pump. So next time this comes to the purple line, I mean, it's opportunity every time. So if this comes down to the purple line, I mean, it's at $50. I don't know if it'll drop that much, but maybe. It loves to go like 50 to 100%. So there you go. I don't know anything. I don't know what this company does. I have not done the due diligence, so that's why I don't alert it. Because I'm like, because if ASTS at the purple line, usually you have a king at the not a king. Usually you have a better opportunities elsewhere. Oh, had to sneeze for a second. Okay. Nvts, I don't know anything about Nvts, and my voice just changed because I sneezed. But whatever. We're gonna keep this weird sounding voice. Nvts, I think I don't know anything about it, but it's behaving like a Palantir, an Nvidia, and a Robinhood. So we should see this at 150. That's my prediction. I don't know anything about it, but it's behaving like a king, right? I don't know what it does, but This looks like a bull flag, and we would expect it to break out and go to like 140, then 150. Yeah, I don't know anything about Nvts though. I'm not gonna buy something if I know nothing about it. The semiconductor's pulling back a little bit, not much. MP, that looks like a bear flag forming. I still think this is gonna come down to the purple line. Then we're gonna see how it reacts. Does it react like last time, where it touched it and then it, bounced, right? Or is it just gonna react by like it just comes down here and sells off, like, and closes these gaps here. So yeah, I took a loss on this one. I took a lot of unnecessary losses this month, which is why I'm only up $300. Worst month ever, and it was my fault. I was being greedy and overconfident. Yeah, I was being stupid. I tried to time this. Here's support right here. Where is it? Right here at 70s. So I figured, hey, what if I sell a put at 74 strike? If it comes down here on this big red candle here, it closed at 74. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I timed it perfectly. I get $80 premium from the sold put, and I get paid to buy the shares on Friday when I get assigned. Cool, awesome, right? I'm such a genius. But the thing is, because I'm being stupid. I'm trying to squeeze an extra $60 by trying to time the buy via the sold put. But if I was actually trading this normally, I would not have bought, because this is a big red candle going into support. And it continued down, which means I would never have bought. But because I sold the put, I got assigned. I was forced to buy at 74, and I had to take the $800 loss. So that was just me being stupid. It was me being greedy. I paid the price for being greedy. That's what happened. Instead of just manually buying the shares on the market, I tried to time it so that I get paid the extra $60, $80 premium, and try to squeeze a little more money from that, a little more juice from the markets, and that cost me. So I'm not going to do that again. Clearly, I was being an idiot. That's it. I was just being stupid, and I was being greedy and overconfident, quite frankly. Because I was like, hey, $74 strike. This will come down to 74. I'll get assigned, and I'll feel like a genius because I got paid to buy the shares. Woo, right? But no, it cost me. It cost me. And I'm never gonna do that again. If I do it, it's just gonna be on NVIDIA at that point. I would expect purple line touch here. Keep an eye on this one for purple line. So yeah, I did a lot of stupid shit like that this month. Same thing with Rich Tech Robotics. Sold puts, had to buy in back at a loss because I did not want to be holding that. So lost a lot of money unnecessarily this month because of that. Because I wanted to squeeze an extra $60, which in my mind I'm like, okay, if I can just time the bottom on anything, buying at horizontal supports via the sold puts, I mean, I can squeeze an extra like $6,000 a year. But yeah, no. No. MP stock is not the one to do it. Let me put it that way. Webull, I might buy Webull today. Webull's finding support. Is this a double bottom? I don't know, but that's I might buy some today. I've been just flipping it because it's not really doing anything. So yeah, let's see if this is gonna close. Yeah, I already have it on my favorites, so that's gonna be a good one. I'm just repositioning. I already sold for a few bucks profit because I'm like, I'm not gonna let this come down into the red. That's stupid. If it's gonna come down, I'll reposition, and yeah. Let's see if buyers. Yeah, hood buyers are showing up. So what the hell's what the hell is the problem? Hood. I don't know what hood does, but it has not touched the purple line since April 8th. And then from there since August 22. This one, I don't know what the hell this does. Whatever it does, it does a good job of just keeps going up. Rarely touches the purple line. I don't know if I can call it the king of its sector. I don't know what it does, so I can't call it that. But I mean, it behaves like Palantir and NVIDIA, right? It rarely comes down to the purple line. And when it does, it's nothing more than opportunity. So yeah, I'm not concerned. I bought 25 shares or something. I might add more. We'll see. But we should see this at 180, then 200. It's just, I don't know why. They just behave this way. NVIDIA, Palantir, they're just kind of, all these stocks just follow one another, and they always go to the same levels, psychological levels at least. Amazon, that one's been underperforming, at least on the charts. Like, it's just been sideways in a range since July. It's literally stuck in a box, which is Meanwhile, Nvidia's creating new highs. Meanwhile, Robinhood's creating new highs. Meanwhile, Palantir's like that doesn't make sense. So if you think this is undervalued, go right ahead and buy Leaps. I wouldn't blame you, but I'm not buying this because I'm gonna buy what's what's showing strength, which is Robinhood and the other two. TSSI very volatile. So I'm not trading this anymore. It's just going to consolidate around the purple line, and then eventually it'll have its big move is my prediction. It did this last time, right? So I bet you it did it last time here. Yeah, see under the purple line. So you notice the pattern, right? Huge pump, consolidates around the purple line, under it, pump, consolidates around the purple line, and we would expect in the future at some point, boom, right? Like, I don't know when it's going to happen. Don't ask me when. I don't know. You might have to hold for a year, 3 years, 6 months. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just showing you the pattern. I'm not going to be in it because I lost quite a bit of money on the volatility because it can drop a whole dollar in like at open. And then I'm like, well, I need to take the loss because this might drop. and then it comes back up a whole dollar. And I'm like, oh, now I just took a loss for no reason. So I don't like trading stocks that are too volatile. Not for me. Not for me. Too volatile for me. But Trucker Jeff in the Discord, he loves this one. He loves this one. He loves it. He's just like, yes, I buy, and then it just goes up a whole dollar, and I make a quick like 300, 400 bucks. So he loves that. He loves that one. I'm also waiting for BBI to fall to 586. I think it will be there soon. Beautiful flower. How long have you been trading? Because you sound like you know what the hell you're doing. Like normal people do not do that. Normal people do not go, hey, I'm also waiting for 580 to 6. Normal people, they just go, Shades, I'm buying more. That's not a knock on another trade another day or crystal. That's not a knock on you guys. I'm just saying people don't normally mention like specific numbers. So shout out to Beautiful Flower. He seems like a good has a good head on his shoulders. App, Trump, Affirm. Who talked about this one? Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw talked about this. Thanks, Shades. Appreciate your insights on these stocks. BBI, a long-term play. Yes, BBI is a long-term play. Absolutely. BBI. Like I said, I'm buying today if it holds. But if it doesn't, it should come down to the purple line, and I'll add big there. I'll actually add big. Now, that's the only time I add big. That's the rule. That's another rule to write down. If at purple line, add big. That's where you want to go heavy with the calls. That's where you really want to, load up. I'll never understand people who buy calls on BBAI up here. Like, who does that? Like, oh my God, because they're stupid. They load up on like short-term dated calls up here thinking it's going to go, to 100 tomorrow or some, I don't know, some stupid, ridiculous move, I guess, that they think is magically coming. Yeah, so buy your calls down here, not up here. 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 Down. You don't even need to buy calls. I mean, you can make 30 to 80% just shares. But if you want to be greedy and play the timing game, go for it. But I'm just going to stick to good old shares because I got infinite time on those. So those are my thoughts. I think BBI is absolutely a buy if it comes down to that purple line. I'm watching it very closely. So shout out to David. David. I'm just going to call you David. I'm not going to say all that. Sailor is saying Bitcoin could go to 150K this year, but I think he is delusional. I think it's going to go to 150K. And I don't give a shit when. I'm not even going to give a timeline like he is. Because it can happen this week. It can happen next week. Who knows? I don't care. It's going to go there. Buy ARGB ETF. And because it follows it 1 for 1. And that's it. I'm not buying MSTR anymore. That thing is... It's better to buy the ETFs that follow Bitcoin. So shout out to that guy from Mars. Already beat Elon Musk to Mars. RGTI has earnings. LPLA, my favorite stock, is showing strength into earnings tonight at 4 p.m. RGC also showing strength. I hear you referenced the... I think I already read that. Yeah, I think I already read that. Beautiful Flower, I already read that. So yeah. BBAI, it's a buy. Anything AI, it's a buy. Especially if it's at that purple line. Keep it simple. Stupid. I'm not calling you stupid, Beautiful Flower. That's just what it is. That's the terminology, or what is it? That terminology. The KISS principle, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Affirm, I don't care for it because Joey Shaw talked about it. So, but yeah, some of you ask me questions like Beautiful Flower. Sometimes you people ask me questions that make me go, huh? How experienced are you? Like, how long have you been trading? Because some of you ask questions that only someone who's been doing this long enough would be able to ask. Someone that's more of a gambler that just throws money around without strategy, they wouldn't ask certain questions. Like, because Beautiful Flower right now sounds like he or she, or I don't, who knows? I don't know what kind of, I don't know if that's, who cares? Or maybe it's a bot. Let's just call him or her a bot. Nobody really does that. Like, hey, I'm going to buy it exactly 580, the 6. That's my game plan. I'm assuming you have a stop loss game plan, maybe not. And so I would ask you, Beautiful Flower, what's your take profit? That's the next question. What's your take profit? What are you eyeing? $10, 20, 15? Like, what's your take profit? Now you just need to, build on top of that. You already have a game plan where to buy. That's good. The fact that you have a good buy target, the fact that you're smart enough to recognize, like, hey, the best buy opportunity is going to be at 580 to 6. Now you need to build on top of that. Because now you're getting the good entry. You're not buying a top or anywhere in the middle of the range, like Agro Awesome. But now you need to build on that. What's the sell target? Are you eyeing $10, 15? Stop loss, if or no stop loss. That's up to you. Because most people don't have game plans. They're just like, I buy because Shade said buy, which is concerning because it's like, I'm gonna not. I'm gonna be wrong at some point. I haven't been wrong on BBAI because it just keeps going up. So, I don't think I'm going to be wrong on BBAI unless BBAI says something stupid. But ARC B under the purple line, that's always a buy. I already bought some, so I'll add another 100 maybe if it comes down really cheap. Maybe to like 25 or something. NVIDIA pulling back. That's not surprising after that huge pump. I hope it comes under 200. If it comes under 200, we should see a retest here of 196. That would be kind of normal and expected, right? That would be normal. If it comes down to 196, that's where you would want to buy. I think I should sell a put on this one because this one, that's fine. Selling a put on it. I might sell a put today on it because I did that I think twice or 3 times this week. I sold a put on it and I just kept buying back the sold put at a profit. But this time I would want to be assigned. Figma, what's Figma? Figma, QUBT under the purple line. I don't know anything about the company, so I can't comment beyond that. Microsoft didn't it have good earnings and it still dropped? That's kind of silly. So if you want to buy calls on Microsoft, that I wouldn't blame you. Leaps, obviously. It had a double beat, no? And it still dropped. Has a price target of 625, 650. So analysts are bullish on it still. It's not like anything. It had a double beat, no? I don't know. I don't. Let me check. I'm surprised that it dropped on earnings. I think calls leaps on this. Not a bad. Where is it? I'm gonna add that to my favorites. Of course, out of all the stocks that I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stocks that are a play. Out of all of them, I'm only gonna pick a few. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to jump into everything. Let me see. QUBT. It's at the purple line. It's a buy. I need to do my due diligence on it to know what the hell it does, what kind of revenues it has, what's it about. Does it work with NASA? Does it work with the government? What does this do? I don't know. So I that's why I'm not gonna I'm gonna add it and I'll do my due diligence later because that's that one. It's at the purple line and always rallies quite a bit from it. Anything else here that's a buy? Nah, AMD. AMD's gonna pull back. If AMD should come back to like 244 maybe. Because here it had to break out, so it would have if this comes down to 244, leap's not a bad idea because you're getting quite the dip opportunity. We'll see if it does do that, and maybe it won't. BBAI finding support here. If it finds support here, I'll add some. Sure. I already dumped my MSTR. I already dumped it. I'm still holding. I dumped like half of my MSTR. I'm still holding like 30 or 35 shares of MSTR, but I dumped 50 of them yesterday just because I don't want to be holding too much of it. I'm gonna give it a chance to see what it does. If I have to take the loss, I'll take the loss. Whatever, I don't care. SoFi coming down. Let's see if it doesn't find buyers here. The next level is 28. That's it. I'm not. This one. It just keeps going up. So nothing to be concerned about with this one. I like I said, I was gonna split my buys. That was already on my mind. Always comes back up for you. Relax. Too many people. I don't know. Maybe they don't see things the way I do. I don't know. Let me look at the 1 hour. I'm just curious. 4 hour. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, if buyers show up and push it back up above 30, that would be just a classic, right? We break out above this key level, we pull back to support, then go higher. That would be the classic. But if it doesn't hold there, we'll go to 28. That's a big support level as well. So remember, markets have short-term memory. Short-term memory. Oh no, it's a red day. It's over. It's the end for SoFi. 2 red days. Oh no. It's so stupid. So stupid. Notice the lack of concern that I'm in the red on SoFi. Yeah, because I don't give a shit. I've done this long enough to know it's gonna come back up. Relax, people. Oh, what if it doesn't, shades? Then something really, really bad happened with that company. That's what that means. RR, where's RR? I just skipped it. CLSK. For those of you who don't know, I like buying Bitcoin miners and selling covered calls on it every Monday. That's kind of like all I do with it. That's like my favorite thing to do because they're so volatile. So selling covered calls, you can make like $200 just selling covered calls on it. If it goes down, cool. I don't give a shit. I'm fine. I'm not concerned about it. Again, it's kind of like SoFi. I'm not concerned, man. Too many people see red and it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm in the red on CYBL too, and whatever. I'm not concerned. CYBL is the same shit. It sells off like 40%. Nobody wants it, and then it pumps 500%, and now everybody wants it. It's just that those are just the cycles, right? Rich Tech Robotics. If it doesn't hold here, we would come down to 387, and then the purple line at. I will buy at the purple line. If this comes down to 320, oh, I will buy because nobody wants it when it's cheap, right? Look at this. Nobody wanted it when it was at 160. Nobody wanted it when it was at 179. Nobody wanted it up here at $2. Nobody wanted it here before the big pump at 204. Like, nobody wants it down here. Everybody wants it up here at like $4 to $3. Everybody wants it up here. Hell, I wanted it up here. That's why I chased here at the top, hoping for a breakout. It didn't happen. I took the loss, moved on. That's all there is to it, right? I did the professional thing. I moved on. I tried to play the breakout. It didn't work out. I take the loss and move on. I'm not going to hold the bag all the way down. That would be silly. So look for the purple line. This is a buy at the purple line. Absolutely. Nobody wants it down there. Now, this is the kind of stock this is not SoFi, right? Like, if I were to buy here and it goes down, I'm not going to be happy because I know this fucker doesn't come back. It might not come back for me. It might not. It's risky. It doesn't have the revenues. It doesn't have the huge, swaths of people that are joining. It doesn't have government contracts. It doesn't have much going for it. It's still, quite frankly, getting started. So yeah. So this kind of stock, I would not want to hold it down. Because I don't know, maybe it'll come back up for me, maybe not. We don't know, but I'll tell you right now, the people holding the bag all the way up here at $12, I would be still waiting for it to come back up for me, right? And I would have been waiting since 2024 of last year, January of last year. So this one does not have, I wouldn't say it has a history of coming back up for you. So that's why it's like this kind of stock you have to have that mentality of, oh hell no, I ain't holding this. I'll set my stop and take the loss if I'm chasing the breakout. I chased the breakout on SoFi and I'm in the red, but I don't give a fuck because it's not, SoFi is on another level in terms of revenues, in terms of its fundamentals. RR, it's at $5 for a reason. So that's just want to differentiate and show you like the different mentality that I have depending on what stock I'm trading. If I'm trading something that's like $5 and under, like RR, something that's still not proven, I'm not going to hold the bag. I'm not going to hold it all the way down. I don't know if it's going to come back up for me. I know it's going to come back up for me on the Kings, on APLD, on Palantir, on NVIDIA, Robinhood, etc. So I'm not concerned with those. So hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say here. Because it's easy for me to talk and say all this, but whether you understand it, that's a whole nother thing. Because there's just there's levels to it. Hopefully you understood what I was trying to say. Sound should come down to 1550. NUAI. Oh, NUAI. If you're watching still or listening, what's his name? Nick. Nick, if you're still listening, NUAI. Buyers showed up at support, trendline support. Every time this has happened, it runs huge. So maybe I don't know if you're watching, but you should be very happy. It's doing it again. Touches this trend line and runs huge, runs huge, runs huge. It touched the trend line and it touched the purple line, which for some reason it's using purple line as support on the 1 hour. I mean, this is a buy right here. This is your opportunity. Best risk to reward ratio, because if it's going to rinse and repeat this pattern of breaking out higher, it'll surge like another 30 to 50%. You buy right now at 528, stop loss at 489, and fucking hold. You just got to hope it doesn't gap down on you overnight. You still have the overnight risk, but if this rallies from here like it has every single time, there's potential for like 27 to 50%. This is where you buy. This is where it makes sense. This is beautiful right here. This is it. I might buy some end of day. Small position, like 500 shares maybe. I'm not going to add, I'm not going to do what I'm going to do with SoFi, which is add a whole 30K. But there it is. It's like right there. It's like, that is perfection. This is where you buy. This is where it makes sense. Where buyers always show up on the blood. 2 red days, big pump. 2 red days, big pump. 3 red days here, big pump. 3 red days here, big pump. Or what? What's going to happen? Who knows? But good risk to reward. I'll buy some for sure. I'm just not going to go crazy. I'm not greedy like that. I'm not greedy because clearly this whole month being greedy cost me. BMNR. So yeah, who likes this one? Joey Shaw likes BMNR. NUAI looks like a cup and handle on the weekly. Does it? Because if that's true, where is NUAI? Are you looking at the right stock? Because I don't see no cup and handle. Unless you're seeing this. Either way, good RR on that one. KSEP coming on down. This is what I was telling, who was it? I was telling Nick, I'm like, KSEP, I mean, take advantage of it while it's pumping around the purple line, but anytime the market has downside, this is going to start tanking. Because it always does that. Consolidates around the purple line, tanks. Consolidates around the purple line, tanks. Consolidates around it just does it all over and over again. So, I mean, you can abuse it, while it's trading in a range, but at some point you gotta get out and never touch it until it comes back into that same pattern again. Basically, Mara should come down to the purple line, so that would mean CLSK is a buy if Mara comes down to the purple line. Deft, is that the one you were talking about? Possible bottom play on Deft at 1.75. I see it. Yeah, I see it. But like I said, I don't know anything about the company, so I wouldn't play it. I only like trading what I know already from my due diligence. I don't know what DeFi does, so I wouldn't play it. But on the technicals, I wouldn't blame you for taking the play, at least technically. But I do look at the companies to make sure I'm not buying anything that's going to reverse split or anything stupid like that. NVTS, again, I think that's going to go down to 10 and 11 if it doesn't hold today. Meta, wow, did it Meta drop? Yeah, it dropped under the purple. This one, we'll see. I'm going to wait for the reversal from that one. I think calls is going to be a money printer. Leaps. Let me add it to my watch list as well. So much opportunity when stocks drop like this. Bitcoin, I know this is going to sound crazy. I know this is going to sound crazy. And I know some of you are going to leave the moment I talk here. I strongly believe that Bitcoin is going to go to 94 to 98K. I think it's going to drop under 100K briefly, like maybe for like a day or two. It's going to come down to like 94K, and then we're going to immediately, the dip is going to get bought up immediately, and it's going to go back to 100K, like 101K or something. And then we finally rally to a high of 140 or 150. That's my prediction. I don't know how long that's going to take. Don't ask me for a timeline. That's my prediction. This has been acting very bearish. I've seen this pattern before. And every time we hit a high, we drop quite a bit, right? You can see the pattern here. And we can measure it. From high to the low, 30%. From the high to the low, 30%. From the high to the low, the current low, 18%. So if it's going to do what it did last time, a 30% move down would bring it down to around, it would bring it down to 86,000, which I doubt. That would be a little too much. I would expect it to drop down like to 94 to 98, and then buyers show up and push it up. Maybe it like teases 86. Maybe it just briefly touches it, and then buyers really show up and push it up to like 90s, and then we go back to hundreds. That's what I would expect. That would be normal. That would be expected. That would be normal for this to happen. It's happened twice already in the past. It always drops from the new high to a new low, 31%, 30%, somewhere around there. So that's my prediction just based on previous patterns. Maybe this time it's different, right? That's what people always say. Maybe this time it's different. Maybe. But yeah, this is why I sold MSTR. Oh, that's another thing. Me and Joey Shaw were talking about this. The reason MSTR is tanking, the reason it's tanking, it's because if people don't want to hold Bitcoin, why would people want to hold the treasury? Does that make sense? Why would you want to hold what's leveraged? If you're not willing to hold, if people aren't willing to hold Bitcoin itself, why would they hold something leveraged, right? That makes sense. So that kind of explains why MSTR is behaving the way it is. It makes sense. And it also has that death cross on top of that. And this one, if it doesn't hold if it dumps on earnings, it's going to go down to like, this thing, if it doesn't hold 230K, it drops down to 180. If it doesn't hold $230, it's not 230K. If it doesn't hold 230, it drops down to like 180s. And then from there to 100. And we know that when Bitcoin tanks, we know MSTR is just gonna fall. So that's why I took the loss. I'm hoping Bitcoin does pump on earnings. I'm doubtful. So, but I'll still take the loss regardless. On the shares that I still hold, the other half. I sold 50 shares of loss yesterday, but I'm still good. I'm still up for the month. But those I'm actually, how do I phrase this? If it wasn't for the MSTR loss that I took yesterday, I'd actually be up. I'd be up like 3 to 4K for this month, for the month of October. But I kind of had to take this loss on MSTR. So I'm actually only up $300 so I did good this month. I did good. I traded good. I traded well this month. But that all it takes is that one loss to wipe out a lot of your gains. So, and yeah, I thought MSTR would come down to 300s and then bounce, and then we'd go back to like 400. But that's not what happened. And this one's very volatile, right? This one's very volatile. So when it went down like $50, I was like, you know what? It's a volatile stock. Let's give it some breathing room. I'm not gonna take the loss yet. Let's give it some breathing room. Well, it just kept going down. So there you go. Perfect example of what happens when you break your rules. I did not take the initial like $300, $500 loss, and I ended up having to take a $3,000 loss instead. So yeah, that I broke my own rule. So, and I paid the price, and that's why I'm only up $300 for the month of October. Again, if it weren't for this loss, I'd be up. I did good this month. I was just panicking yesterday because I'm like, oh my god, I only made $300 this month. That's horrible. But no, actually, I did good this month. It's just that MSTR loss. I should have cut it sooner instead of giving it that chance. Like, oh, it'll come back up, right? But nope, I was wrong. Live and learn. MSTR is now banned from my watch list. I'm never touching it again. That's just as a rule. Any stock that causes me to lose money, and a lot of it, to the point where it almost wipes out my entire month of gains for a month. For this month at least, banned. Never touching it again. No revenge trading it. None of that. Goodbye. So long. Screw you. Like, you already screwed me out of my money. I'm not gonna give you a third chance, to do it again, or a second chance to do it again. Because of that one quote, shame on you, or something, shame on me. I forgot the quote. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Something like that. So that I have a rule. Like, if a stock causes me to lose too much money, let's just get rid of it. I'm doing myself a favor by doing that. So yeah, MSTR, I feel sorry for Joey Shaw. He's about to get absolutely destroyed on his BMNR calls and MSTR calls and his MSTR shares. And I've been telling him, we go back and forth in the Discord. I've been telling him, like, this looks bearish. I think Bitcoin's going to drop under 100K, even if just briefly. And yeah, obviously he fights me on it because he doesn't want to lose a lot of money, because he's going to lose a lot of money. He already lost a lot of money on a divorce in his house. now me telling him, by the way, you're probably going to get destroyed, because that's what it looks like to me. If I just lost all this money on MSTR that nearly wiped out all my October gains, what do you think is going to happen to you with the leveraged calls and all those shares you hold? So let's see how it works out for him. But my analysis tells me BMNR, anything crypto related, is gonna drop. That's it for the watch list. AppLovin, only stock of mine up right now. Dinosaur Roar. AppLovin, is it up? What, up like a cent? Yeah, literally, it's only up to it was only up like 2 cents right here. It's not even up; it's down 2 cents. Can you call that up? I don't think AppLovin is. I don't think that's called being up. I guess you're up on it. Maybe you're in the green on it, but at least looking at it, that thing is down 3%. Not 3%. It's down 1%. AppLovin. It's a she. I'm a she. I'm in BBI since 249. I'm looking to add more at a reasonable price, like 586. I'm a long-term investor, but lately been looking into learning swing trading. Yeah, that's I see. Swing trading. I'm assuming BBI to take advantage of the pump and dumps while also holding long-term on it. That's what I do. I hold NVDA long-term on a separate account, and but I also swing traded and day traded and sell covered calls and options. I sell options on it as well. Buy cover. I do everything on it. Like NVIDIA, you can do all kinds of challenges on it. 100% win rate challenge, 1% challenge, whatever challenge you can. Like I see. You're like I said. I think you come off like you're smart. Like like you have a brain in there. Like your mindset isn't that of someone of like, I'm trying to get rich quick. I'm trying to make lots of money. Your mindset is more, it's kind of, you come off like younger version of me. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm 32, but you come off like you're not a beginner. Like, you understand how to play the game somewhat. And you're finally branching out. You're like, because that's what you're basically saying. You're basically saying, I'm branching out. I've been holding a BBI long term, but now I'm branching out into swing trading, because I'm guessing you came across my channel and saw, like, man, this works. It just comes down to the purple line, then it goes up like 50%. I'm missing out on all this money because I'm just holding this long term. So, like, you seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. Those people tend to be the most successful, unlike Joey Shaw. Anyways, jokes aside. So yeah, shout out to Beautiful Flower 1344, Tyler M43. Oh man, this guy has too many numbers. Tyler, thoughts on BTQ? Someone mentioned BTQ in my Discord. I just ignored it because I was like half asleep. Let me check. I was half asleep. Didn't someone mention it? I swear someone mentioned it. Yeah, BTQ Dynamic Donut mentioned it. It's a stable coin and quantum cybersecurity play. Oh wow. Okay. Holy schmeckles. Holy schmeckles. That's wow. Wow. I am wowed right now. I'm gonna add this to my watch list. That's a wow from me. I give this a wow out of 10. Do you guys see why I'm excited? Do you guys see why I'm excited? I'm excited. I am very excited right now. I did not know this is, look at that. Shows up at the purple line. Buyers show up at the purple line here. So, and then it rallies huge, right? From the purple line to high 495%, from the purple line to high 466%. So if this comes down to the purple line, if it's just going to keep doing this, you buy at the purple line, then it rallies another, 200, 400%, and creates a new high. So in fact, it would have to rally another 400%. Yeah. I like the setup. I added that to my playlist. That is one hell of a setup. I like this. It's established. It's been doing this all year. Huh. Man, this is better than NUAI, because at least this is already proven. Whereas NUAI, it's just kind of, it's just getting started. It hasn't come down to the purple line a bunch of times like that like BTQ has. BTQ, thank you for introducing me to this. That is incredible. Shout out to Dynamic Limousine, or whatever his name is. Because he's the one who mentioned it. When I woke up in the morning, I looked at my phone and I'm like, what are my Discord members saying? Oh, BTQ? Fuck that. I'm going to sleep. But yeah, no. Oh, that's a good setup. I love stocks who I can abuse because they keep coming down to that line, that purple line. So, CYBL, like I said, this is a rinse and repeat of last time, right? It pumps huge here, then it comes back down and sells off. Nobody wants it. It comes down to like 003s, and then boom, right? Then it gets that huge explosion. So, yeah, this is kind of expected, normal, and I'm not adding just yet. I was going to add a 004s, but I figured if it's going to do what it did last time, which is come down to 003s, I'm just going to buy a 003. I would expect it to come down to low 003s. This is normal, expected, not concerned about it. The people who are concerned don't know what the hell they're doing. The people who sold off here, guess what? They felt like idiots as soon as they saw it go, how much did it move here? As soon as it went 365%, that's, they felt like idiots because like, oh, I sold off just before the pump. God, I'm an idiot. So yeah, so if I were to sell off because I'm scared and then it pumps 306%, how do you think I would feel? I would feel like an idiot. So that's why you don't try to time CYBL. You just average down slowly and accumulate. At some point, you'll get the big pump. It's not a bad company. It works with Palantir, right? Like that's a big deal. Like it works with Palantir. AI, it's an AI play as well, drone play. It's got so much going for it, and I highly recommend you go to CYBL Corporation on YouTube and look at their most recent video that came out this year. They talk about like their game plan. If you need the conviction, I don't need to be watching that. I already know what I hold, right? Like I know the patterns, so I'm not concerned. Like this is buy at 003s. If it comes down to 0011, I'm gonna add. Because the people who bought down here at when no one wanted it, right? Notice how nobody wanted it at 0011 or 002s, and then it moved, 275%, and then it moved here at 600%. In fact, the cheaper you can get this, the more you're going to make. Because this thing can move 004 at a time. I can show you that. Look at this. It moved 004. It moved 72% in one day. 004. So if you're able to get in at 002 and you know that it loves to move 004 at a time on a pump, you know that as soon as you get the catalyst, you're gonna make like 200% right off the bat. If you're buying at 002. And let's measure the next green day. Let's measure it because this thing loves to have like at least 2 green days of pumping. Let's measure the next one. Whoa, it moved 004 again. Holy shit. It's almost like if you buy at 002, every day that it goes up, you make 200% on top. like it loves to do this. Look right here. Same thing. 00. Oh no, it only moved 002. Well, either way, you get the point. This thing is just, it's just money. Right now we're in the cycle where everyone's scared. Oh no, it's over. It's the end of the world. The idiots are gonna sell because they're scared. They think it's the end of the world, and then they're gonna come back and chase it here because they're, oh my god, now it's moving. Now I give a shit about it. So yeah, that's I'm just telling you the psychology side of things. Knowing Sybil, it's going to pump is consolidation, huh? Sybil is going to pump in as a consolation prize for taking the L on MSTR. I don't give a shit what MSTR does. Sybil is going to pump because it always does it. It's always done it. It always will. The confidence mainly comes from the Palantir partnership. That's like the biggest thing, because that's just the beginning. Then if they're getting if they have a Palantir partnership, that means there might be more partnership down the line with other bigger companies, or big companies, I should say, other big companies. Yeah, you know, we might see they get government contracts, so they might get a huge government contract. There's so much that can happen with this one, but they communicate rarely, and that's a good thing. Because if they communicate rarely, that means nobody cares about it. Everyone forgets about it. Short-term memory, right? Everyone has short-term memory. Oh, it's over for Sybil. It's over. And then it pumps huge, right? Then everyone's memory, like, oh my god, it's actually a good stock. Holy shit, I should have held. I'm not concerned one bit, man. I love that stock. Is it unfortunate that it doesn't move often? Sure, I guess, if you want to make 300% every day, but realistically, it's behaving like it should. I think I already read all that. So if you guys have any questions, ask. I don't know how delayed you guys are. I don't know how far back you guys are. Because Beautiful Flower responded to me after like 10 minutes. So I'm starting to think I'm very delayed. Maybe. Someone in Discord asked, RR is holding that 495 range well again today. Do you bottom? We bottom, you think? I don't know. How am I supposed to answer that? I don't know. Maybe. Gotta wait till end of day to see how it closes. It looks fine right now, but we'll see. It depends on the close, right? Like SoFi looks ugly right now, but I mean, it doesn't matter how it looks now. If buyers show up during lunch and until the end of the day, this is gonna close above 30. So, yeah. Buyers showing up on Palantir. MP finding support right now. APLD is fine. Joey Shaw just made his move in chess. Me and Joey Shaw have been playing chess. We've been playing chess. Me and like a bunch of Discord members have been playing chess because I don't know why. We just started like playing chess for some reason as a way to cope. Like, let's just play chess. I don't know. That's just a thing that we started doing. So if any intellectuals out there want to play some chess, let me know. Chess.com, Shade Trades. I'm kidding. I don't know what my name is on the platform, but that's just a thing we've been doing. For some reason, as traders, we gravitated towards chess and not gambling. You would think we would gravitate towards gambling. Like, hey, let's play poker or something. But better chess than gambling, than gambling. So, all right, guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to give it a minute because I think I am delayed by like a minute or something. And if you have any questions to ask, I'm going to go take a quick break. I'll be back in 1 minute.